The Zimmerman telegram. What is the Zimmerman telegram and what historical value does it truly have? Why is this telegram one of the most significant pieces of paper around? What was the purpose of the telegram? Brief intro, text slide. The Zimmerman telegram was a telegram that helped speed up the process of World War I in a sense. Arthur Zimmerman was the man behind the keys. He was the German foreign minister at the time. The Germans knew if they were going to enter a war with America, they would most likely lose. So the whole point of the telegram was to propose an alliance with Mexico. The Germans were prepared to give Mexico money for their government and in the hopes of winning grant Mexico, California, New Mexico, Texas, and Arizona their lost territories. The Zimmerman telegram photo, primary. As you can see to the naked eye, it is in numbers. So the only way to decipher this telegram would be if you're a professional decipherer. It clearly says German legation. So if Germany tried to say it wasn't them, it was a little too late for that. Also it says Mexico City, and that means it was proven to be for Mexico. This photo of the ciphered and undeciphered telegram was used nationally on almost every newspaper. The translated text of the telegram, primary. Germany was really thinking this would work and would help them push to victory if Mexico agreed. America had no idea of this telegram. That was until one of America's allies, Britain, intercepted the telegram and deciphered it on January 1917. If this telegram wasn't intercepted, America would have been blindsided from the east, south, and west. The telegram was translated, and here it is. We intend to begin on the 1st of February unrestricted submarine warfare. We shall endeavor in spite of this to keep the United States of America neutral. In the event of this not succeeding, we make Mexico a proposal of alliance on the following basis: make war together, make peace together, generate financial support and an understanding on our part that Mexico is to reconquer the lost territory in Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. The settlement in detail is left to you. You will inform the President of the above most secretly as soon as the outbreak of war with the United States of America is certain, and add the suggestion that he should, on his own initiative, invite Japan to mediate adherence and at the same time mediate between Japan and ourselves. Please call the President's attention to the fact that the ruthless employment of our submarines now offers the prospect of compelling England in a few months to make peace. Signed, Zimmerman. This is a primary source and was intended for Mexican eyes and ears only. Newspaper. Newspapers all around were covering this story, from England to America and Japan to Australia. Everyone had their ears wide open and tuned in on this huge event. Everyone at this time knew that this piece of writing would launch the US into a major war, which indeed it did, although it wasn't just this event. Books. Secondary. Books about the Zimmerman telegram have been published way after this major event happened. Some books are still being created today with more reliable and knowledgeable facts. One of the most successful authors of this topic is Barbara W. Tuchman. She has written many other books but has came out with new versions of the Zimmerman telegram. Political cartoons. As you can see in my first cartoon, it is the Germans whispering in Mexican ears. So we know in this cartoon it is like Germany trying to get Mexico onto their side and into their head. In my next cartoon, you see German hands cutting into United States, basically to show what will be theirs in the hopes of winning, what will be Mexico's piece, and what might be Japan's piece if they join the fight. Then there is a German soldier with money in his hands pointing to the Mexican official of what his new territory could be. Also, there's a picture of Mr. Zimmerman himself. The other cartoons are just clear to spice up my project per se if you have a sense of humor. Extra information. Germany had many problems going on at the time. They were a big country with a lot of power, so to speak. They were always a country that wanted to prove their might and strength. In early times, such as pre-World Wars, every country wanted to flaunt power, strength, and rule. So in a sense, every country was Mr. Tough Guy, or at least wanted to be. Literally speaking, these feelings of strength turned what was thought to be a good idea into very stupid ones, such as when Germany sunk the RMS Lusitania on May the 7th, 1915. This furthered bad perspectives of other countries on Germany, so Europe was sent into a world war. United States, being neutral and all, still shipped weapons and supplies to their allies Britain and France. Germany, of course, found out and was not very happy. This, although, is a different event. But because of the US involvement, Germany started unrestricted submarine warfare on any boat, soldier, or civilians that were in, quote, restricted war zones. That was just so they could kill anyone non-German. In a nutshell, the war in Europe caused US to send supplies to Britain and France, pissing off Germany. Germany starts mass killings, and then the Zimmerman telegram appears, launching war between US and Germany. Perspectives. Germany did not feel they were in the wrong. They felt they were doing what was necessary to defend and expand their territory. Although it was pretty shady and slimy of them, it was what they did in response to America's aid to Britain and France. America saw all of Germany's moves as provocative, meaning they thought everything was bad and meant come fight per se. Other allies of America saw these moves and tactics as again wrong and unconstitutional. Ties with the theme. This is a topic that really is subjected around exploration, encounter, and exchange in history. It is exploration because we had to travel to foreign lands. It is encounter and exchange because so many different countries were on the brink of war and some actually ended up fighting. I would say that this isn't just military history or war history, but also governmental history. This would also be classified post-Civil War in North America. So all in all, if the Zimmerman note or telegram was not intercepted by the British, I believe that we would not be known as United States of America as we are today.